What's going on, guys? Welcome along to another video. I'm Matt from DJI. Today we're going to be trying something I want to try out and see if it works. So I've got the DJI Osmo Action 5 on my helmet. For reference, I've got the 4 on the handlebars. Now with the 5 you can connect two DJI Mic 2s. Now the first one, being the main one, is going to be, well it is, it's in my helmet. And that is at a setting of -8 decibel, noise cancelling off. Now the second mic, is this one here. Now I'm going to try and have this one, I'm going to move it around the bike as we go along and see if it works, because when they're both connected to the camera you can choose to have them both on mono or stereo. So mono means they both link to the same audio track. Stereo, as far as I'm aware, they have their own tracks, and then when I'm in Final Cut Pro I can make those tracks, because technically one will be the left ear, one will be the right ear. You can make both of those tracks their own mono track, so then you've got two audio tracks, which for you'll be hearing my voice out of both ears rather than just out of one ear. And this one, I'm going to say move around the bike, I'm going to try it in the side bag, I'm going to try it in the back box to pick up the sound of the exhaust, and I want to see if that adds an extra layer of enjoyment to the video, I suppose you want to call it. I want to see if you can get a good sound of exhaust from the bike, from this mic, and then the mic that's in the helmet, say I've got it on -8, so it picks up my voice rather than the surrounding sound more. This mic, I'm leaving this on 0 gain, and then we'll test and adjust as things go. But I'm not going to be able to see this until I get back home and log it onto the computer, so I'll finish this video in the house at the computer and I'll test it and give you my thoughts and opinions on it at home. As you can see, I do have the Lone Rider back box. Loving this thing so far. Yeah, I'm absolutely using and abusing it. I was just filming a telesyn video in a dreary Tuesday morning. But anyway, this mic, for this one, I'm just going to clip it onto there. And it's just going to sit like that for now. And we'll test it and we'll see what it sounds like from inside there. And like I said, then halfway around I'll pull over and I'll put it inside the side bag, bearing in mind the exhaust is on the right side. Well, let's try it, see if it works, see if it doesn't work, and then if it doesn't work, when I'm at the computer I'll try and work out why it didn't work. Hopefully all of that makes some form of sense to you. I've seen people use this method mainly on car videos, where they put one of the microphones at the back of the car to pick up the exhaust sound. So I'm just wondering how it works, or how well it works on the bike. So like I said, I purposely lower the decibels on the mic on the helmet, because if it's at 0 or even higher, it's just too much noise, too much ambient noise. It's too loud. I used to have the mic at -12, but then I found I was upping the volume in edit, so I can now sit around -8, -9, and I find I don't really have to increase the volume. What I personally like to do in my videos is I will add a 25% noise reduction on the video, or on this voice track. I don't like to let the mic do the noise reduction for me. I find it's too hard, too strong, too digital, and it just doesn't sound very good. So potentially having the mic back there, when I'm not talking, I'm just like enjoying a flowing section, whatever it may be, or I'm specifically with a nice bike with a nice sounding exhaust or engine, I can overlay that genuine sound. If I've managed to sort out the audio tracks, what I'll do is I'll give you this is an example of just the helmet mic. Now this is just the mic at the rear. Is there a difference? Can you tell? Is it worth having a mic there? Because obviously when I do my reviews, I wear my day sack anyway, so I can easily put a microphone in the bag there. I've always carried the second one with me just as a backup, just in case this main one breaks or runs out of battery, whatever it may be. So it's always there. Now I'm 95% sure I have added on the 32-bit float option onto the second camera. I know 100% I've got it on the helmet camera mic, sorry. But yeah, 95% sure I turned on that option for the rear mic. So the good thing is, with that option on, good indicating, if the audio is peaking, I can obviously hopefully sort it out in post. Now I'm going to find somewhere to pull over, and we're going to move it from the rear box to the side bag. See if that improves it, changes it, makes it better, or makes it worse. Alright, so I'm going to clip onto this. And there's nothing really too much in this side bag, so it may end up wobbling around. I don't know. So I've not stopped the camera or anything. So all the settings are still the same. So as you saw, side bag. And it's like I said, there's not a lot in it. So I could always pack it out a little. But this is obviously when I'm on this bike. I don't have my day sack with me. Maybe next time I do a review, I'll test it with the mic inside the day sack as well. Because obviously this bike is always going to have the side bags and the back box on. But when I'm out doing a review, I'm not going to have them. Next time I'll just do a little personal test with the bag. Now I'm just curious, so I don't get all the way home and only have one set of audio files to check out, is I've changed the rear mic to -5. So remember, previous one was on 0 and this one is now -5, just to see if it makes much of a difference or not. Can you tell a difference between the previous clip and this one? Well, let's jump over into the office so I can check out the footage, and I will give you my thoughts and opinions on this setup and if it works or not. Okay, so for my personal preference, with this being the very first time I've tried this, there definitely needs to be some more adjustments made on future rides. You may have heard when the mic was in the back box, there was some extra noises. Potentially the mic was banging around on the inside, so that was causing some extra disturbance on the audio. So potentially just securing the load in the back a little bit better might help it out. Remembering the gain was set at 0 in the back box, and for me that was too high. Moving on to the side bags then, for me personally I think that was the better clip between the two of them. I think the mic was more stationary, so it wasn't moving around. And right at the end I put the gain for the side bag onto -5, and still that was too high. So I'd test it again, and I would test at -9 and then -12 and see how that audio come through. When I was editing on Final Cut Pro, I had to drop the decibel to -15 for the side bag when the game was at -5. So that tells you how much I had to bring it down. Potentially the right hand side bag might be too close to the exhaust and getting too much noise, but we'd have to test with the -9 and -12 to see how that fared. But if not, we've also got the left hand side side bag to test out as well. The good thing is I've got multiple locations still to test. Like I said, left hand side bag. I'll take a bag next time. And also on the front handlebars, I've got extra bags, so I could try one of them. And I've got some more Lone Rider bags to fit onto the pannier bags, so we could try one of those as well. Honestly though, I think one more test run of those different locations with the different gain levels, and I think actually I'd have a really good idea of where I'd want to place it for future videos. Let me know below if you want me to film that and release that as a future video. Well guys, hopefully you found it useful and interesting. If you have, give it a thumbs up. More importantly, subscribe to the channel. And there's nothing else to say but get out there, enjoy yourself and ride safe.